So my name is Grace, and I'm applying to be a cloud granny. Very exciting prospect, which I learned about earlier this week when viewing a TED video. And I understand from the response that I've had from you, you'd like me to tell you a little bit about myself and why I'm excited about this opportunity to connect with young people in different parts of the world. I've always been interested in education, and both for myself and for others, valued it very highly. And the longer I live, the more I realize how disadvantaged certain groups of people are if they don't have access to the same resources that the more privileged people in this world have. So I would very much like to help to overcome this imbalance. And when I saw that modern technology would give me the opportunity to connect with people in far away environments where developmental levels were rather low, I thought this is really something I'd like to do. At the moment, I'm actively involved with the University of the Third Age here in Cape Town, South Africa, where I live. I've run various courses for them over the years, including beadwork, and can't quite remember what else, but anyway, at the moment I'm offering two different facilitations. The one I call Psychology for Seniors. Started off by trying to help people to enhance their memory and to slow down the deterioration of their memory by giving them some practical skills as well as some understanding of how the memory works. And the more I thought about it and the more I read about memory, the more I realized that you can't talk about memory in isolation from other parts of the human being. So then I extended my facilitations to include things like emotions, to show the interaction between emotions and memory, and how stress is something which really detracts from memory. And then I thought, well, what do we do about stress? And through my reading, I learned that mindfulness is a useful technique to cope with stress. I was very excited when recently I was accepted on a postgraduate course through the University of Stellenbosch on the first South African course that's being offered to become a facilitator of the course developed by Jon Kabat-Zinn at the Massachusetts Hospital. And this is to learn to deliver what they call the MBSR, or Mindfulness-Based Stress Reduction course, which is held over an 8-week period. So I'm training for this course and hope to, by 2015, have my qualification to be able to offer this course, which can be very helpful for people from all walks of life, from children to seniors, from musicians to scientists to government officials, and in fact handling stress in this day of multitasking is a technique which I think we all need to pay some attention to and do. What sort of things can I offer to the children? Well, my main training is in psychology and social anthropology. I'm interested in social science, I'm interested in philosophy, I'm interested in lifestyle living, the implications of technology on our personal development, social interactions, family, the role of the arts, the role of sciences in our everyday life, the role of exercise, of diet, and I've developed a certain amount of expertise and knowledge in these areas and have been facilitating discussions with people. And I'm very excited about the possibility of making some personal contacts with children in other parts of the world. Living in South Africa, the sort of facilitation that has been started in India and in England, I think could be extremely useful for South Africa at this particular stage of its development. And if ultimately I could make some contribution to the development of underprivileged people from an educational perspective here in South Africa, that would also be very great. And I'm a mother and a grandmother with 4 children and 7 grandchildren, ranging in age from 2 years to 24 years. So recently I've gone through the various stages with my older grandchildren, and now with the 2-year-old I'm starting all over again and finding it very fascinating to share with the 2-year-old, now that I am so far away from that age group and have developed more and more knowledge about the theoretical basis of child rearing and the role of education in children's development has always been a very great interest of mine. So I'm hoping that you will find some positive response to what I've told you, and I look forward to interacting further with you, and the Skype telephone conversation that you say comes next on the list. So many thanks for reaching out over the internet to potential cloud grannies, and I look forward to getting to know you all better.